Hey, Andrea Beck here, registered dietitian at SSM Health, here to talk to you guys about your monthly nutrition topic. And I am going to talk to you about your kidneys. I know that sounds kind of really random and maybe a little like too in depth, but it's really not. And I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to talk to you specifically about protein and your kidneys. So I'm not going to go into to how they all work or the pathology of it all. I just want to talk to you about protein in your kidneys. So it can be real easy to feel like we need more protein. It's pushed on the media, it's pushed in fad diets. It's talked a lot about when you hear about exercise or talking about a lot about protein, if you're reading a magazine or an article. And so yes, we need it. Yes, we need it in a little bit in every meal, but I also don't think we realize how quickly it adds up. So if you're looking at a food label, if you would look at the serving size at that food, and then you would look to see how much protein is in that serving. And so per meal, we need around 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, and another 5, 10, up to no more than 15 grams of protein at a snack. And so you're spreading that out every 3 to 4 hours, letting your body digest it and letting that protein go and do what it needs to do. But if we are way over intaking the protein, it's actually very hard on our kidneys. So, for example, 1 3-ounce piece of meat, say like a chicken, a hamburger patty, a steak, a pork chop, something like that, it can range from 25 to 28 grams of protein. So right there, just in that 3 ounces, you already have your protein. And so many times we're eating either way more than 3 ounces of protein per meal. We're eating a 6-ounce piece of meat or a 9-ounce piece of meat or a 12-ounce piece of meat, or there's cheese also on it, or there's 2 servings of protein at that meal. So we're really getting multiple servings of protein often without even really realizing it or realizing the effects of it. So I know that it's kind of known that protein is good for our muscles. And so protein makes us stronger. And so one thing that is not really looked at is that if you eat too much of it. So the idea that can easily get stuck in our heads is that if we eat more protein, we'll be stronger, we'll have bigger muscles, we'll have less fat. Honestly, if that were the case, we would all be walking around with a lot bigger muscles, and we're just not. That's not the majority of how we're walking around, is all with all huge muscles. And so excess anything, if you have too much fat, too much protein, or too much carbs, if you have too much of anything, it all gets stored as fat, all of it. So all that extra protein that we think that is really great for our muscles, it's not. It all gets stored. It all gets stored as fat. So just remember that when you're trying to put together your meal. And yes, we need protein. I'm not saying to take out your protein. I'm saying to watch your servings. Look at your labels. Again, that goal is 20 to 30 grams at a meal, 5 to no more than 15 grams of protein at a snack. So your body really, your kidneys really can't use more than 30 grams at a time. So again, if you go way over that, your kidneys are left to break it down and process it and are working on overdrive, and then it all gets stored as fat. So give your kidneys a break. Think about, you do need it, but in portion. And a great time, of course, for protein is following a workout. So if you are doing some strength exercises that uses weights or your body weight, within that hour finishing that workout, your body will really uptake that protein that you give it. So use it wisely, pair it with that protein, and spread it out throughout your day. Thanks, guys. Let me know if you guys need any questions, if you need any help regarding this topic of protein. Have a great one.